Good morning. Yesterday we were discussing problems on binomial distribution. I think 4 problems are over. Let's start with this fifth one. 35 joined. You can start. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
The number of telephone lines busy at an instant of time is a binomial variate with the probability 0.1. That a line is busy. Clearly, binomial distribution is applicable. Only there are 2 possibilities. The telephone line may be busy, may not be busy. Only 2 possibilities are there. The number of telephone lines busy at an instant of time is a binomial variate with probability 0.1 that a line is busy. And 10 lines are chosen at random. What is the probability that no line is busy? All lines are busy. At least one line is busy. At most 2 lines are busy. This is the problem. First, let's write the probability function connected with this data. Probability function. The number of telephone lines busy at an instant of time is a binomial variate with probability 0.1. Probability of any line being busy is 0.1. P is equal to 0.1. Then what will be X? X denote the number of telephone lines. X denote the number of telephone lines which are busy. The number of telephone lines which are busy. If P is equal to 0.1, then what is Q? Q is equal to 1 minus P, because P plus Q is equal to 1. Therefore, Q is equal to 1 minus P. Therefore, 1 minus P is 0.1. 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. P is equal to 0.1 and Q is equal to 0.9, and 10 lines are chosen random. Therefore, N is equal to 10. N is equal to 10. Now we can write the probability function, that is P of X. P of X is equal to NCX into P power X into Q power N minus X. Substitute. P of X is equal to NCX. N is 10, therefore 10CX into P power X. P is 0.1 whole power X into Q power N minus X. Q is 0.9 whole power N minus X is 10 minus X. This is the probability function. Further, what is required? No line is busy. No line is busy means X is equal to 0. X denote the number of busy lines. No line is busy means X must be 0. This is first case. When X is equal to 0, this will be 10C naught. X is equal to 0. 0.1 power 0 is 1 into 0.9 power 10 minus 0 is 10. Calculate this.
Point 3486.
0.3486. That's right. 0.3486. Next, second case. All lines are busy. X denote the number of busy lines. There are 10 lines, right? There are 10 telephone lines. All lines are busy means X is equal to 10. X denote the number of busy lines. Therefore, P when X is equal to 10. This is equal to NCX, 10CX. X is equal to 10 into 0.1 power 10. X is equal to 10 into 0.9 power 10 minus 10, 0. 0.9 power 0 is 1. What is 10C10? 10C10 is 1. 1 into 0.1 power 10. You need not calculate it. There is a very small number. You keep it as it is. 0.1 whole power 10. 10C10 is 1. 1 into 0.1 power 10 is 0.1 power 10. This is a second case. Next, third one. Third case. What's third case? At least one line is busy. Third case. At least one line is busy. How do you write that? At least one line means 1 is the least number attained by x. Therefore, x is greater than or equal to 1. 1 is the least value. X cannot take values which are less than 1. 1 is the least value attained by x. What will be the expansion? P of 1. There are 10 lines. Therefore, x cannot take values which are beyond 10 also. P of 1 plus P of 2, etc. P of 10. This will be the expansion. P when x greater than or equal to 1 is P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4 up to P of 10. It's very difficult to find this. Therefore, we use P plus Q is equal to 1. P plus Q is equal to 1 means P is equal to 1 minus Q. We use this. P when x greater than or equal to 1. This is equal to 1 minus P. If this is P, then what is Q? X greater than or equal to 1 is P, then what is Q?
P of x less than 1.
P of x less than 1. That's right. This is equal to 1 minus P of x less than 1 means P of 0 is the only possibility. This is equal to 1 minus P of 0. Put x is equal to 0. Therefore, 10C0 10C0 into 0.1 power 0 is 1 into 0.9 power 10 minus x. 0.9 power 10 minus x, that is 10. It is in first case itself, right? Answer 1 minus this is equal to
0.6514.
0.6514. That's right. This is 0.3487. 0.3487. We did this in first case. Therefore, this is equal to 0.6514 or 13. Both are acceptable. 0.6513 or
4, sir.
0.61. Okay. 0.6514. Next, last case, fourth one, RD. At most, two lines are busy. At most means 2 is the maximum number attained by x. That means x less than or equal to 2. 2 is the maximum number attained by x. X cannot take values which are greater than 2. Therefore, this is equal to x less than or equal to 2 means x may be 0, x may be 1, and x may be 2. These are the three possibilities. X is equal to 0, 0 is less than 2, 1, 1 is less than 2, and 2, 2 equal to 2. Therefore, this is equal to P of 0, and in first case itself, we find P of 0. What is P of 0? 0.3486 plus P of 1. You calculate P of 1. P of 1 means 10C1 into 0.1 power 1 into 0.9 power 9. This is P of 1 plus P of 2. P of 2 is 10C2 into 0.1 power 2 into 0.9 power 8. Put x is equal to 2 here. What's the answer?
Zero point 9297.
9297. That's correct. 0.9297. Now make a note of this. 0.3486 or 0.3487 for first case. Second case 0.1 power 10. Third case 0.6514 or 0.6513. Both are right. And fourth case 0.9297 or 982. Next, in a quiz contest of answering yes or no, what is the probability of guessing at least 6 answers correctly out of 10 questions asked? Also find the probability of the same if there are 4 options for a correct answer. 2 parts are there. Let's perform first one. First part is in a quiz contest of answering yes or no. What is the probability of guessing at least 6 correct answers out of 10 questions asked? This is first part. First, let's define x. Let x denote the number of correct answers. X denote the number of correct answers. What is the probability of guessing a correct answer? There are only 2 possibilities. One is yes and one is no. Only 2 possibilities. And correct answer is one among these 2 possibilities. Correct answer may be yes, correct answer may be no. Therefore, correct answer is one among these 2 possibilities. Therefore, P is equal to 1 by 2 or 0.5. And we know that P plus Q is equal to 1. Therefore, Q is equal to 1 minus P and P is 0.5. 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. P is equal to 0.5. Q is also equal to 0.5. And 10 questions asked. Therefore, n is equal to 10. Therefore, probability function is P of x is equal to ncx into P power x into Q power n minus x. Substitute. P of x is equal to ncx. 10 questions asked. Therefore, n is equal to 10. 10cx into P power, that is 0.5 power x, into q power n minus x. Q is also 0.5 whole power n minus x. N is 10, therefore 10 minus x. Therefore, P of x is equal to 10cx. Here bases are same. In such cases, we add the powers. 0.5 power x plus 10 minus x is 10. This is the probability function. This is equal to 10cx into 0.5 power 10. Probability function. Now, what is required here? What is the probability of guessing at least 6 answers correctly? At least 6 means 6 is the least value attained by x. That means x takes values which are greater than or equal to 6. 6 is the least value attained by 6. Expansion will be P of 6 plus P of 7 plus P of 8 plus P of 9 plus P of 10. Simplify this. P of 6 plus P of 7 plus P of 8 plus P of 9 plus P of 10. P of 6 is 10C6 into 0.5 power 10. P of 7 is 10C7 into 0.5 power 10. P of 8 is 10C8 into 0.5 power 10. There you can take 0.5 as common factor.
Point 3769.
0.3769. That's right. 0.3769 or 0.3769 can be approximated to 7. Both are right. 0.3769. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ ಅದು? ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಇದು?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, second part. We'll move to second part. What is second part? Also find the probability of the same. That means guessing 6 answers correctly. Also find the probability of the same if there are 4 options for a correct answer. Second part. Let X denote the number of correctly answered questions or number of correct answers, whatever. X denote the number of correct answers. What is the probability of answering correctly here? Actually, it is guessing. What is the probability of guessing a correct answer? P. How many possibilities are there now? 4 options. Correct? Denominator is 4. There are 4 options for each correct answer, and the correct answer is 1 among them. 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 0.25. And we know that P plus Q is equal to 1. Therefore, Q is equal to 1 minus P. P is 0.25. Therefore, this will be 0.75. And same 10 questions. Therefore, N is equal to 10. Probability function will be P of X is equal to NCX, 10CX into P power X 0.25 whole power X into Q power, that is 0.75 whole power N minus X, 10 minus X. This is the probability function now for second case. And required is same thing. What is the probability of the same? That means P when X greater than or equal to 6 is required. This is equal to P of 6 plus P of 7 plus P of 8 plus P of 9 plus P of 10. Same probability. What's the answer?
Point 0197.
0.0197. That's right. 0.0197. Please make a note of this. This is a question paper problem. Next one. In sampling a large number of parts manufactured by a company, the mean number of defectives in samples of 20 is 2. Out of 1,000 such samples, how many would be expected to contain at least 3 defective parts? In sampling a large number of parts manufactured by a company, the mean number of defectives in a sample of 20 is 2. Using this statement, we can find P and Q. Mean is 2. Mean means mu. Mu is equal to 2. Write it here. Mean mu is given by N into P. Mean mu is equal to N into P, and this is equal to 2. And it is given that the sample contains 20 elements. Therefore, 20 into P is equal to 2. Therefore, P is equal to 2 divided by 20. 2 divided by 20 means 0.1. If P is equal to 0.1, and we know that P plus Q is equal to 1, therefore PQ is equal to 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 0.1. 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. P is equal to 0.1 and Q is equal to 0.9. It's given that the mean is equal to 2 and 20 samples are taken. Therefore, N is equal to 20. N into P is mu. Mu is equal to 2. Therefore, 20 into P is equal to 2. Therefore, P is equal to 2 divided by 20, which is equal to 0.1. And therefore, Q is equal to 0.9. Now we can construct the probability function. NCX, N is 20. Therefore, 20CX into P power X, P is 0.1 whole power X into Q power, that is 0.9 power 20 minus X. This is the probability function with respect to this sample of 20 elements. P of X is equal to 20X into 0.1 whole power X into 0.9 whole power 20 minus X. That is the probability function. Next, out of 1,000 such samples, how many would be expected to contain at least 3 defective parts? First, let's find the probability with respect to this sample. How many would be expected to contain 3 defective parts? That means P when X is greater than or equal to 3. At least 3 means 3 is the least value attained by x. Therefore, P when x is greater than or equal to 3. What will be the expansion? Expansion will be P of 3 plus P of 4, etc. up to there are 20 samples. Therefore, P of 20. It's very difficult to find this. P of 3 plus P of 4 plus P of 5 and so on up to P of 20. Therefore, we use this P plus Q is equal to 1. If P is x greater than or equal to 3, then what is Q? If this is P, then what is Q? You must answer this.
X less than 3.
X less than 3, right? Q is something which is not P. Therefore, this is equal to, I write here, 1 minus P x less than 3. Less than 3 means 0. 0 is less than 3. 1 is less than 3. 2 is less than 3. Rest you can do. Calculate 1 minus P of 0 plus P of 1 plus P of 2. We calculate this and verify whether it is equal to 0.323. Now mark your attendance. How much is this? P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 2. 1 minus P of 0, P of 1 plus P of 2.
Point 3230.
Yes, 0.3230. That must be correct. This is the probability with respect to each sample of 20, right? It is the probability with respect to each sample of 20 units. How many such samples are there? 1000. Therefore, required probability is 0.323 into 1000 because 1000 such samples are there. Therefore, 1000 into 0.323 is 323. There are 1000 such samples. If the mean and standard deviation of the number of correctly answered questions in a test given to 4096 students are 2.5 and square root of 1.875, find an estimate of the number of candidates are answering correctly. First case, 8 or more questions. Second case, 2 or less. And third case, 5 questions. Exactly 5 questions. Using first data, you can find P, Q, and N. What is the first statement? If the mean and the standard deviation, mean means mu is equal to NP. If the mean is 2.5 and the standard deviation is a square root of NPQ. Standard deviation means square root of V or square root of NPQ. This is equal to square root of 1.875. It is given that NP is equal to 2.5 and square root of NPQ is equal to square root of 1.875. Therefore, NPQ is equal to 1.875. 1.875, and it is given that NP is equal to 2.5. Therefore, N into P is 2.5 Q. This is equal to 1.875. Therefore, Q is equal to 1.875 divided by 2.5. Calculate this. 1.875 divided by 2.5.
0.75.
0.75. That's right. Q is equal to 0.75. And we know that P plus Q is equal to 1. Therefore, P is equal to 1 minus Q and Q is 0.75. 1 minus 0.75 is 0.25. Probability of answering a question correctly is 0.25. And how many questions are there? NP is equal to 2.5. And N is equal to 2.5 divided by P, and P is 0.25. 2.5 divided by 0.25 is 10. N is equal to 10, P is equal to 0.25, and Q is equal to 0.75, and X is the number of questions answered correctly. Now construct the probability function. P of X is equal to NCX. N is 10, therefore 10CX into P power X, 0.25 power X, into Q power N minus X, 0.75 power 10 minus X. This is probability function with respect to each student. How many such students are there? 4096 students are there. Therefore, multiply this expression throughout by 4096. 4096 into P of X is equal to 4096 into 10CX, 0.25 whole power X, 0.75 whole power 10 minus X. Multiply both sides by 4096. Let's denote this 4096 into P of X by F of X. Therefore, f of X is equal to 4096 into 10CX, 0.25 whole power X, 0.75 whole power 10 minus X. This is the probability function with respect to all the 4096 students. Now let's consider these three cases one by one. First case, 8 or more questions. 8 or more questions. How do you write this? 8 or more questions means 8 question can be acceptable. F of 8 plus more means 9 question plus more means 10 questions. 8 questions or more. Totally there are 10 questions. Therefore, X cannot take the values beyond this 10. F of 8 plus F of 9 plus F of 10. This is the required answer for first case. You calculate F of 8, put X is equal to 8, simplify. Put X is equal to 9, simplify. X is equal to 10, simplify. 8 or more questions means X is greater than or equal to 8. 8 plus 9 plus 10. Do it fast. We have less than 1 minute.
1.5820.
No, it's not 1.58. It must be 1.703. You check it again. 1.703.